part 3 of the stained glass card video. In our last one I started making this card and showed you how to cut around the edge to make a frame for the stained glass to go in there. So now that I've done that, I'm left with, what do I put it in? Because it's too big to fit in a standard envelope. Today's session is about making the envelope. I'm going to start by measuring my card, and for this it's sufficient to use the measure on my grid paper, and so it's just a little bit short of 6 by 6 inches, and for this I am working in imperial because the biggest numbers on my envelope punch board are in imperial, means I can see them best. Down in this part is the table that helps me work out what size paper I need for my envelope and where to score it. So looking at a 6 by 6 card, I need a piece of paper that's 9.5 by 9.5 inches, and I will be using the 4 3/4 inch mark to start me off. So let's start by cutting our paper. Right, here's my Stampin trimmer. Pull out you can see what I pulled out, you don't really need me to tell you. So 9.5, but getting it on 9.5 up as straight as I can. Trim off that piece and over, and 9.5 again. Right, there is my paper. Now to do, oh, what did I say, 6 by 6, 4 3/4. So I put on the first side, I put the edge of my paper at the 4 3/4, just checking, and then I punch and score, and that's what I'm going to do round all 4 sides. But this time I line up that score line with the marker that's here. So punch and score, around again, lining up that marker. It doesn't matter where it comes to, all I need to do is line up the score line, punch and score, and the last side exactly the same, lining up, punch and score. And there's the envelope in the main done. Let me get rid of those bits. At the back of the envelope punch board round here is a corner rounder, which if I put the edges in, it just gives the edges, the corners of my envelope a nice, just a nice shape there. I rather like that shape. Now of course I need to fold and burnish, so fold my score lines in and give them a good burnish. And again here. And another one here. And of course the one at the top. Oh, right, one at the top, over it goes. Now Stampin' Up does sell a range of envelope paper, so your envelope doesn't have to be plain white, and you can choose whether you have this bottom piece sitting on the top or these pieces coming over. My personal preference is to have it like that, simply because I just think it looks tidier. That's my preference. We'll need something to make it stick, some adhesive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a glue dot on the edge, inside edge of that, stick that down. Glue dots are very strong, so they work quite well for this. And another one on the inside of that piece. Fold this down. Right, now the test is my card going to fit? And look at that. My card fits in beautifully. I'm all ready to send my card off. I can stamp and decorate the outside of my card if I want to, and I just will probably decorate it with butterflies because it's butterflies I've got on my stained glass window. So there you go. From colouring in your stained glass DSP using the blends to putting it into a card and making an envelope, we've gone from start to finish. And of course I did show you in my first video there are other things you can make with your stained glass. One of the things I like is boxes with the battery powered tea light candles in. I hope you'll give this a try. Happy to provide any of the supplies for you if you would like. My website address is on the top of this video, or if you want some help creating it, please just be in touch on my blog, which is the same address. Thank you for sticking with me through these 3 videos. Look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye for now.